Tony, you guys were down. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
On advancing. You guys were down, I think, 88-81 with less than 6 minutes left, went on a 19-6 run. What happened during that stretch of the game where you guys sort of closed the series out?
But we talked about it at timeout. You know, like you said, we were down 7, but in game 4, it was same thing. You know, we were down 8, pretty similar situation, and we came back and we were up 2 and had a chance, you know, to win the game. So we just talked about it and said, let's do the same thing. Let's keep our composure and play smart, make some stops, and in offense, you know, take our time. And that's what we did. You know, we made some stops. Offensively, we went where we wanted, and we made big shots. You know, Kawhi made some big shots and we made some big plays and got the win.
Therese Walker, Associated Press. Tony, you had a really nice start to the game tonight. What was working with your shot particularly tonight?
Just got in a good rhythm, you know, being aggressive. The guys were setting great picks for me, and I was just open, just try to be aggressive.
You said earlier that your job was to get Kawhi and LA involved, but here you are looking like the Tony Parker of old. What changed?
But in this series, you know, we talked about it a little bit with Pop, you know, and so they were going under a lot on the pick and rolls, and they're not giving, you know, the shots, you know, for LA. So I had to be aggressive, and that's a choice that Memphis made. We talked about it, you know, last week. You know, they just going to leave me in the corner threes and just going under the pick and roll. So I had to be aggressive.
What does it mean to go ahead and finish this series off tonight to avoid a Game 7 and get an extra day or two to rest up for Houston on Monday night?
It's huge for us. You know, Memphis, you have to give them a lot of credit. They played unbelievable. They're a great team, and they made it hard on us. And so we didn't want to come back in Game 7. You know, we treated this game like it was Game 7. And we wanted, you know, those days off, you know, before, you know, playing Houston, because it's going to be a fast-paced game against them. They have a great offense, and the key is going to be defense, so we're going to have our legs. And so I think this win is huge, obviously because we won the series, but even to prepare, you know, against Houston.
This the way that you're going to be playing like this throughout the playoffs, or do you need to play like this throughout the playoffs?
Depends. You know, it depends what they're going to do. You know, I don't know what Houston's going to do on defense. So it's going to depend what they're going to do. My main thing, like I said, all season is to get LA, you know, involved. But if they're going to play the pick and roll like that, I'm going to be aggressive.
Any other questions? Thank you, Tony.
All right. Thank you.